Today I'm going to show you a thoughtful homemade gift that any gardener will love. It's super easy. The foundation of this gift is seeds straight from your garden, and I think that this makes it really special because this gift is a year in the making, right? I collected these this summer and I was very thoughtful about which seeds I included, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about each of the seeds I included because I want you to see why they're perfect for giving because they're so easy to grow. What makes this gift, I think, really special is the handmade touches that I've included. I have a birthday party this evening with a group of friends, and we have 3 birthdays at this time of year. So I was trying to think of something that I could give to all 3 of them, something that, would really be a personal homemade thing from me. They have varying degrees of interest in gardening from, yes, I've actively asked you for seeds and plants and enjoy gardening and getting advice from you. And then one of them is more middle ground, and then one kind of has very little interest in gardening. So I wanted to choose things that would be really easy and take very little work. So I've chosen all seeds that you just scatter them on the ground at this time of year and then take very little, basically no work from the gardener. 2 of them will bloom this June, and then they can just pull the plant out and be done. So very little commitment, or they can leave the plants for a little bit longer and collect the seeds themselves or let them scatter themselves. The 3rd one is Foxglove, which is a biennial. This is a bit longer of a commitment, but I think worth it because it's so beautiful. I think that they will be glad if they stick with it. So the Foxgloves will have only green this year, but the foliage is an attractive rosette of healthy looking leaves in a kind of a bunch that's low to the ground. Next year, they will have beautiful purple-pink blooms in May. The tall spires with bell-shaped flowers are perfect for a cottage garden. They can grow in full to part sun, moist, well-drained soil. I was surprised mine didn't suffer at all in the heat, and I wasn't giving it like special watering attention, so I was actually really surprised by that. And I also did not have to stake mine at all. These are toxic if eaten, and it is even suggested that you wear gloves when handling them. The good news is, for this reason, rabbits don't touch them, which is a big thing for me in my garden. The next seed that I'm including is Larkspur. Larkspur has tall spires, but on a smaller scale than the Foxglove, and they're best planted in groups. I think that the darker blue-purple nicely complements all of the pink in my garden. This is another wonderful plant for cottage garden. It's also toxic if ingested. Mine gets to be around 4 feet tall, and I grow the QIS blue. These flop a little, but not so bad that I feel that I need to stake them. If one falls over, I just use it for an arrangement. But if you plant them in a group, then they're pretty much going to hold each other up. Larkspur make an excellent filler flower for vases, and they last a really long time. This is definitely a full sun plant. If you let it go to seed, it will reseed nicely for you. I have found it to do well without any extra watering. The rabbits will eat these seedlings, so I do keep them inside my rabbit-proof fence. All of these seeds are surface sown, so all you have to do is scatter them on some good bare dirt. They do want cold stratification though, so the best time to scatter them is in winter, so you don't have to worry about putting them in the freezer. You could, though, put them in the freezer and then scatter them in spring, but I was trying to keep this low maintenance for my friends, so I told them just put them out in the garden now and don't worry about it. Poppies are another annual that will reseed and come back for you if you let them go to seed. They bloom in June, and you can take out the plant after blooming, or you can leave the seed heads if you enjoy that look. Poppies are so striking, and they're always a big hit when people visit my garden at the right time of year. As you can see, I grow these along with my Larkspur, which works really well. They look great together, and they have similar growing conditions and timing. I've planted several varieties over the years, and I now have an interesting mix. Lauren's grape is a beautiful one, and I also really enjoy the breadseed poppies. Once I had my seeds collected, I just bought some cute seed packages from Amazon. I kept the label pretty simple without any instructions because I just told them to scatter these seeds. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible for them. But I do think that these seed packages are pretty cute. Then I tied them together with some twine, which I just have because we have to bundle branches to put them on the curb. When I was wrapping the seeds together, I just wanted to make it kind of special, and so I got out my button collection and tied a little bow with a button on it just to make it look really kind of homemade and cottagey. To make this gift appealing to anyone, even somebody that maybe isn't as interested in gardening, I decided to include some chocolate because you just can't go wrong with chocolate. And I like this particular packaging because you can eat like little tiny pieces. You don't have to commit to a whole bar, and they're individually wrapped and there's lots of flavors. So I think that's really fun. Now I wanted the whole package to be really pretty and interesting looking. So I wrapped the chocolates with some brown paper. You probably have some and don't even know it. It's often inside of gift wrap rolls. So that's where this brown paper came from, was inside some Christmas gift wrap. To customize each one, I got out my white gel pen, and so I just used Pinterest and I said flower sketches or flower doodles, I think. And I just kind of copied some flower doodles and I wrote happy birthday and their name and just tried to make it look really cute. I think it's those little details like the little white flower doodles and their name on the packaging that kind of makes the whole thing come together and look really sweet. If you don't have seeds that you have collected yourself, you can always buy them, but I think it looks kind of cute in these little brown seed packages. So I don't know if you would want to go to the trouble of transferring them into there. So I think this is a special way if you're planning on giving someone seeds, just kind of take it to the next level.